Good evening, you guys. So, I am just bleh. I swear, I'm tired all the time. So, now that we are getting so much closer to Christmas, trying to think of everything that I want to bake. I want to bake. So I'm gonna do cookies and stuff like that, and I want to send some to Tina, and I need to keep in mind that they have to they'll have to ship okay, and so it's just making sure of everything. Excuse me. It's just making sure that everything will travel well. So I'm thinking that, sorry about that, good mythical more is gonna play. So I need to make sure that the containers will hold them, and I won't have to worry about any cookies getting broke up. Like, I'm gonna send her cracker crack. I'm not sure if that's really what it's called. I found one today, it has peanut butter on it, and I was like, oh, I'm so in love with peanut butter. Ooh, my finger. So she would like some, and I would love to send her some. I wish I could deliver it myself, but it's just not an option. I would love to say that you can tell it's my bedtime because I'm sitting here yawning. That doesn't tell you anything, because I do that all day long. Anyway, so I'm thinking, oh, cookies, you know, what can I make, and blah blah blah, and I need to get a couple other things done. Anthony has a Secret Santa for work, and so I want to finish that up. I've just been really busy, and I need to get off my butt. It's almost done though. I had to buy something else because it wasn't going to turn out if I didn't have that second part. Anyway, so I'm going to do that, and we were going to have prime rib, and though I think $7.02 a pound is really good for prime rib, it's really expensive when it's 30 pounds. And I was like, well, though there's like four or five meals, probably more than that actually. That isn't something that we can do right now, even though prime rib is like my weakness. So I got tri-tip. I feel like I've already told you guys this. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. What else? Cookies. Shipping them. The air vent on the back of my computer, I just looked at it and it like messed up my vision. It made my head just pound. I need to figure out when my headache doctor is. They're talking about doing Botox. But I'm supposed to be keeping a headache diary because I just looked at those holes and caused my head to just start pounding. And it hasn't eased up yet. I am so not ready for the kids to be off. I can't think of anything. Yeah, I am officially brain dead. I am in bed with 3 cats though. Let's see. I got Poober on Anthony's side, Tesla on Anthony's side, and Sylvester in between my feet. That's actually where he sleeps quite often. I wake up because I can't roll over without waking up because it causes physical pain. And so there are a few times where I have kicked him, but he doesn't move. And he is so funny. Like, he really thinks that he is my cat, which just makes me giggle because he wasn't anybody's cat, because this one is the one that just got left. We were babysitting and yeah, they chose not to come pick him up. But ow, he is well taken care of and spoiled and fixed. I don't allow for that. Oh, gosh. Speaking of that, so let's see if I can make this really quick. Joni wanted to get her little one. He wanted a kitten for Christmas. When we got Pooh, I'm the one that started looking, and we went as far as, you know, a 3-hour drive trying to find kittens. Because after we got Tesla and Bagheera, she was like, I really want kittens and blah blah blah. And she has ample property. She has mice, so they're never gonna go hungry. But, you know, I found Pooh and his siblings. There was a litter of 4. And I got a little bit of flack about not just going to the blue, what is it called? To the Humane Society. And though that is where I got Tesla and Bagheera. Sorry, Alexa's been sick, so she's taking an accounting test and she wanted to come tell me. And now she's loving on Sylvester, which he's not having too much of.
I'm purring.
Anyway, so that's where we got them, was the Humane Society. And though it doesn't bother me, you know, they're prefixed, shots, chipped, the whole 9. I don't mind paying that out of pocket either. And so, actually, all of our... Oh, wow, I can hear him.
You know what Carter does, Dave?
Anyway, all our cats are chipped. And so Pooh was a separate pickup like a few days later. And our cats are very well taken care of and spoiled little brats.
Yeah, that's why that one's fat. Hey, no suckling. No sucky.
Lex.
No.
So we had the 2 babies are the ones who were taken away from a mother too soon.
No.
And so we do...
No.
We do have them sometimes trying to nurse on blankets.
Or Tesla. Ducky did that for a while.
She did it when we first got her. We don't even think she was quite a month old. But we got Pooh when he was a month old, and he was huge for a month old.
That's why you're fat now.
He's part Maine Coon. Anyway,
Just in
so...
a certain spot, if you scratch him... Come on, do it. Right there. Right there.
Anyway, and so I believe getting them from the Humane Society is fine. There's nothing... I'm not against it or anything. But some people... You know, when I grew up, you could find kittens at the store. That sounded really bad. You could find someone standing outside of the store getting rid of kittens for free.
With a box of kittens?
Yes.
I've always wanted to see that.
Yeah, we got a kitten for you guys when you were much younger that way. Anyway, nowadays it's like so...
Taco or...
No, Taco came from the Humane Society.
I don't know the other one's name.
You know, I'd have to ask your dad. I don't remember.
He hated that cat, though. That cat tore up his boots.
Stop. Oh, yeah, I did. I forgot about that. Anyway, steel toe boots on top of it. Anyway, and so, you're irritating him. He's flicking his tail.
No, he's not.
She just put it under her arm. Anyway, I just feel like, yes, we took a whole litter, but that was rescuing those because the owner didn't know what to do with them. She wasn't sure what she was going to do, except for they were constantly outside. That small. Outside. And so, stop. And so, I feel like we rescued him, and then Ducky and Sylvester, they were rescued
Off the side of the road.
from from where they were. We rescued them, and I turned around, what, 2 weeks after we ended up with Sylvester, babysitting Sylvester, he and Ducky both went in to get fixed, chipped, and
What did I say?
chipped. She's throwing me off so bad. Chipped,
And neutered.
neutered, and
And-
spayed,
Whatever.
and shots. I knew there was one more thing.
Oh, he fell asleep on my hand.
But so today
You're such a cute.
she wanted a kitten for her boy, and
Come here.
literally I put it again because she goes, well, I know you got us, Pooh's family before, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Well, she had to go to a doctor's appointment, and so I knew it would be like an hour before I talked to her. And so she called me, and I was like, well, I had to take the post down because I've never encountered such abuse over asking for a kitten. And I posted in my post, need a female kitten, not for my home. This is for a, bye. Good night. Go to bed. This is for a foster child. This isn't for my home. Kitten kind of thing. Hi, Bagheera. And so I thought, and I knew, how like you go to post something and you know it's going to cause issues? Yep. Had like 8 people all say all say the humane. Why can I not speak all of a sudden? I had like 8 people say Humane Society, which I do not, once again, mind doing it from there. Pooh's like, she's gonna have the cleanest face. I can hear him. Anyway, though, I don't mind it. So I went to look, and I was like, you know what? He wants a kitten. Let me see. How much is this gonna run me? They want $95 for a kitten, and I was like, ouch. Okay. If that was our kids, that would be something that, though it's Christmas time, we could not afford the $95. That doesn't mean our cats aren't taken care of, because they are. They're completely up to date. They have wet food. They have these tubes of pureed treats. They have, did not know until recently, you can get individually wrapped sticks for cats. They're like stick treats. I do have catnip sticks also. They are made of wood. So my cats have everything. They have Zoom Zooms, like little fuzzy Zoom Zooms. They're little fuzzy stuffed. Those are their favorite. Tesla will grab them and run. Bagheera. Oh, Bagheera. Washed my hair the other night. Had the hair tie on my leg. He grabbed it in with his paw, put it up to his mouth, and ran. Anthony had to grab him. He dropped the hair tie. But then the next time, literally, I grabbed him by the hind end, he leaned over my bed edge and dropped it on the floor on purpose. Don't look at me, I don't know who it is. Why are you three freaking out? Oh, Anthony's home. Anyway, and so... Why are you wearing your PJ shirt?
That's what I grabbed this morning.
Anyway, and so, yeah. And then I knew by my next comment I was just asking for trouble. Because I said, this isn't for my home. If I could afford it, I would go get him a kitten, but I can't. And nobody cared to read the actual words of the post to learn that this wasn't my cat. And so, your nose is really runny. Oh, that's probably my watch. And so, ooh, your breath, dude.
His breath never smells good.
And so, they just wanted, oh, well, chipping and blah, blah, blah. That's not an issue. If it was my cat, it'd be chipped, it'd be fixed, it'd be shotted. and Joni just apologized. Bless you, you just made Bagheera jump. She's like, I'm sorry. I was like, I took it down. And she was like, well, I'll check. And I was like, wait, I wasn't done. I found one. Someone messaged me in the meantime, after I took down the post. And, she had moved and the landlord didn't want her to have a cat. So, he got a kitten.
What?
Nothing. Anyway, so I will see you guys tomorrow. And my husband's throwing me off. Good night, you guys.